He turned and quickly got into the car with purpose. He then called out to Amelia and Max.
"Are you riding with me?"
Amelia hesitated. This was the new neighborhood that was to become her home. She felt awkward pulling up to the local grocery store with the prince's ostentatious convoy. It was sure to make her stick out in the neighborhood like a sore thumb. It's a nice day out, and we need to digest our dinner. It's not far. We'll walk and meet you there. This further rejection of his joining their trip to the grocery store stung the prince's ego more. But he couldn't beg Amelia to ride in the car with him, not after he had to invite himself on their date to begin with.
If that's your preference, I'll meet you there then. Max?
I'll stay with Mom. A lady shouldn't walk alone. Bye, Dad.
And with that, a lonesome Javier shut the car door and the vehicle roared to life, leaving a trail of dust as it sped away. Amelia held Max's hand as they walked to the supermarket in the cool evening air.
Mom, can Dad stay the night for a sleepover?
Amelia tried to imagine the sight of the larger-than-life Javier padding around her tiny apartment and laughed. His bedroom back of the villa was bigger than her entire place. She doubted he'd be comfortable there. I don't think so, honey. 15 minutes later, Amelia and Max entered the bustling supermarket, and it didn't take them long to spot Javier. How could they miss him? At first glance, the sight of him made Amelia's breath hitch. He had removed his suit jacket, loosened his tie, and rolled up his shirt sleeves, like a regular dad who just got off work. Styled casually like this, he looked more approachable and even more handsome. A mask covered half his face for anonymity, but his strong aura still attracted curious glances from other shoppers. When Javier reunited with them, his princely impatience was apparent.
"What took you slowpokes so long?"
Amelia teased. We only have 4 legs between us, and 2 of them are short. We can't compete with your 4 wheels. Amelia took Max's hand and Javier reached for the other. Then together, the 3 of them walked into the supermarket in sync, like an ordinary family out for some groceries. Amelia and Javier locked eyes for a second and could tell they were both sharing the same thought. This felt nice. The moment was soon interrupted by a grocery clerk's sharp voice. Move! Move! Startled, Amelia turned just in time to see a row of shopping carts speeding straight toward them. Her body froze, unable to react. Before the carts could reach her, a strong arm grabbed her waist and yanked her out of danger, narrowly avoiding the collision. Amelia crashed into Javier's chest, breathless from the near collision. With his arm still wrapped around her, he leaned in and spoke in a deep hush.
"You didn't tell me how perilous the supermarket can be. Aren't you lucky I came along?"
His breath against her neck gave her goosebumps, and his warm scent made her recall the bus ride from the night before. Her pulse quickened, and then suddenly she remembered they were out in public, and she pulled away, straightening her clothes. Thank you. Without another word, Javier took Max's hand again and began walking further into the store.
"Let's go,"
he said simply. Amelia watched the father and son ahead in the supermarket, feeling a surge of pride as she grabbed a basket. Javier moved stiffly through the aisles, visibly unsettled by the noise and bright lights. Victor and the security team kept a low profile behind them, their tailored suits and earpieces making them stand out like sore thumbs in the crowd. Javier stood stiffly beside Amelia in the household aisle, clearly out of his element, his discomfort growing with each passing moment.
"How much longer do we have to shop?"
he asked as Amelia crouched to examine laundry detergents. Before Amelia could answer, Max chirped.
"We just got here. My snacks haven't even been bought yet."
Javier pinched the bridge of his nose in exasperation. Amelia glanced up at him, amused. We're still in the household section. After this, we'll move on to the organics. If you're too overstimulated, you can head back first. Was she in a rush to get rid of him? His expression grew sour at her suggestion, but he didn't leave. Instead, he crossed his arms and stood stiffly, while Amelia slowly compared bottles of detergent. Just then, Javier decisively grabbed the nearest bottle and dropped it into the basket.
Got one. See? I'm good at this grocery thing. Quick and decisive. Come on, next aisle.
Amelia calmly took his choice out of the basket and replaced it with another, then patiently explained. Let me show you. This one's gentler and better for kids' clothes. Max has sensitive skin, so I chose this one because it had natural ingredients and I don't want him to get a rash. As she spoke about Max, her expression softened. She bent down to let the boy sniff the detergent. Do you like this smell? She asked him tenderly. Javier watched as a gentle smile spread across Amelia's face. Tightness gripped his chest, as if his heart had been nudged. When she straightened, she turned to the prince and held the bottle up to his nose next. Your turn. What do you think of this scent? Javier took in a thoughtful breath and hummed in approval. Her eyes lingered on him, admiring the beauty of the prince participating in the most mundane of errands. He caught her staring.
What are you looking at?
Amelia quickly averted her gaze shyly. Just you, the Prince of Spain, shopping in a supermarket. It's quite a sight. Javier's lips twitched.
This is what I call investigating the livelihood of the people.
Of course, she said, nodding solemnly. The three of them moved to the footwear section where Max tried on a pair of cartoon-themed slippers. He trotted a few steps and stopped in front of Javier.
They fit. Dad, do they look good?
Javier's attention, however, was elsewhere. His gaze was fixed on a young couple in the nearby clothing aisle. The woman was holding up a simple t-shirt to her husband, laughing as she insisted it would be the perfect gift. Amelia followed his line of sight, confused. Before she could say anything, Javier turned to her, his gaze probing.
Hey, where's my gift?
Your what? Amelia blinked at the sudden question.
My birthday gift?
He said, his tone matter-of-fact. Caught off guard, Amelia blinked, then frowned as she suddenly recalled that the gift she'd bought Javier got destroyed in the crash. Before she could answer, Javier noticed his son staring right at him and opted to make this a teachable moment.
I'm not saying that material things and expensive gifts are important. It's more the thought that counts. Like the exceptional birthday card someone made me in the design of a newspaper.
Javier gave Max a wink before looking past Amelia to stride ahead. Max looked up at his mother and whispered,
See? He noticed. I told you Dad's a diva.
Javier turned sharply.
I heard that. Where'd you learn that word, diva?
Max giggled but didn't answer. Feeling guilty about how badly she fumbled Javier's birthday this year, Amelia decided to confess. She exhaled. Javier, I did pick out a gift for you. I even fought two very ruthless women at the store to buy it. Javier stopped walking and turned to face her.
All right. Then where is this gift you went to battle for?
To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app in the next minute to get free access to all episodes of The Royal Accident for free.